Good evening and welcome to Prime TV News with me, Banagamanathunga. First, a look at your headlines. Scouts leaving for World Jamboree call on the President. A 9-hour-long statement recorded from Hemasri Fernando. Minister Halim says issues of the postal employees addressed. A cultural tourism zone to be declared. Final Randoli Perahara of Kataragama parade streets today. And in foreign news, monsoon floods displace millions in India. First up in local news, the Sri Lankan team that is attending the World Scout Jamboree to be held in the US called on President Maithripala Sirisena at the President's house. President Maithripala Sirisena officially presented the national flag to the Scouts who are attending the World Jamboree. The President is considered to be the chief scout in the country. Addressing the gathering, the President said that participation of youth at the World event helps to bring the country's identity to the world. The President also had a cordial discussion with the attendees. He recalled that he used to be a scout when he was schooling. President Sirisena pointed out that the inspiration and discipline he earned being a scout assisted him to perform duties in a responsibility like the executive presidency. The President also posed for a group photograph with the Scouts. The 24th World Scout Jamboree will be held from the 21st of July to the 2nd of August in West Virginia. 214 Scouts from the Sri Lanka Scout Association are attending the World Jamboree. Today is the Asala Full Moon Poya Day that marks several significant events of Buddhist culture. Religious observances were organised in all Buddhist temples island-wide. Asala Poya is an important day for Buddhists worldwide as Prince Siddhartha was conceived by Queen Mahamaya on Asala Poya Day. The Poya Day is equally important as Prince Siddhartha left all his luxuries for an ascetic life when the son of Siddhartha, Rahula, was born on the same day. Prince Siddhartha attained enlightenment after 6 years and delivered his first sermon, Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, to 5 ascetics at the Migadaya in Isipatana on Asala Poya Day. Buddhist monks commence Vas season today. Meanwhile, the ITN Media Network brought the Savanakras live program from the historical Kirivihara temple in Kataragama today. The live telecast was done before the Kirivihara stupa. The event was organised under the guidance of the chief incumbent of the Kirivihara, Venerable Kobavaka Dhamminda Thera. The Buddhist sermon was delivered by Most Venerable Kottukota Dhammawasa Thera. The Shastanaloka program that was organised by ITN FM was also aired from the Kirivihara premises in Kataragama. Books were offered to the novice monks as pirikara and their parents were also admired. The final Randori Perahara of the Kataragama Asala Festival will parade the streets tonight. The ITN Media Network will bring live coverage of the event. Our representatives in Kataragama say hundreds of thousands of people have gathered into Kataragama to witness the cultural event. The Criminal Investigation Department has recorded a 9-hour-long statement from former Defence Secretary Hemasri Fernando. The statement has been recorded in connection with the Easter Sunday terror attack. The CID stated that statements are being recorded from an array of people pertaining to the incident. Former Defence Secretary Hemasri Fernando and IGP Pujit Jayasundara have been granted bail after being arrested on the charges of negligence in performing their duties. Minister MHA Halim urges employees of the Postal Department to report to their duties as usual. The Minister says as the administration has taken measures to solve the issues of the employees of the Postal Department, there is no need of resorting to trade union action. Minister Halim highlighted that the demands of the postal employees have been discussed at the Cabinet meeting as well. Meanwhile, Sri Lanka Postal Services Union has decided to launch a 48-hour token strike from 4 p.m. today over a number of unresolved issues. The convener of Postal Services Union says the union would resort to an indefinite strike if the government fails to provide solutions for their issues. According to the trade union leader, the strike will be launched based on 3 demands, including issues in recruitment, promotions and salaries. Minister Shadit Premadasa says measures will be taken to declare a cultural tourist zone in the country. Accordingly, the cultural tourism zone will cover the districts of Hambantota, Monragala, Batticaloa, Ampara and Trincomalee. Minister Sajit Premadasa was speaking at a ceremony held at the Kasagala Rajamahawihara in Hambantota. The event was organised to initiate a range of development activities at the Kasagala Rajamahawihara with the financial support from the Sasunat Aruna project. The government spends more than 100 million rupees for the projects, including conservation of paintings at the Vihara Mandire, construction of new hostels for Buddhist monks, and the almsgiving hall. The development activities are conducted under the guidance of Chief Incumbent of the Vihara, Venerable Talamporwe in the Siritera. The Shilpa Sena exposition will be held at the Bandaranaike International Conference Hall, Colombo, from the 18th to the 21st of this month. The inaugural ceremony of the event will be held under the patronage of Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe. The Ministry of Science, Technology and Research organises the event, and the media sponsor is the ITN network. The Shilpa Sena exposition includes 600 stalls encompassing technology, innovations, blue-green zones, entertainment and career guidance. Musical concerts will be held from 7 p.m. onwards during the period with the participation of popular vocalists. A partial lunar eclipse could be visible from Sri Lanka from 12:13 a.m. to 5:47 a.m. tomorrow. Professor Chandana Jayaratne states that this lunar eclipse is the final one to be witnessed this year. Up to 60% of the moon's surface will appear red or dark grey at the height of the eclipse. Lunar eclipses occur when the Earth crosses between the Sun and the Moon, casting a shadow on the lunar surface. During a partial eclipse, some, but not all, of the Moon passes through the darkest area of the shadow behind the Earth, the central region called the umbra. Astronomers forecast the Moon to leave this darker shadow at about midnight. The term of the Commission of the Inquiry appointed by President Maithripala Sirisena to investigate into corruption and malpractice committed in the period from 15th January 2015 to 31st December 2018 has been extended. Accordingly, the term of the Presidential Commission of Inquiry has been extended until the 30th of September. Foreign Secretary Rabinath Ariyasinghe has conveyed Sri Lanka's appreciation for the support and solidarity extended by the Commonwealth membership and the Secretary-General in the aftermath of the Easter Sunday tragedy, and call for greater focus in countering violent extremism within the Commonwealth. Welcome in the Christchurch Call initiative, which reaffirms the importance of addressing threats posed by terrorism and violent extremism online and commits countries and online service providers to work together to tackle them. The Foreign Secretary commended the adoption of the Commonwealth Cyber Declaration with members' commitment to a peaceful and secure internet, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs said in a statement. The Foreign Secretary made these observations when he, representing Foreign Minister Tilak Marapana, led the Sri Lanka delegation to the 19th Commonwealth Foreign Affairs Ministers' meeting held in London as the member countries celebrated the 70th anniversary of the Commonwealth at Marlborough House in London. The South Asian Regional Consortium Centre for Combating Tobacco was launched today. The centre has been set up under the tobacco control legal framework of the World Health Organization. The event was presided over by Vice-Chancellor of the University of Colombo, Professor Chandrika Vijayaratne. Representatives from different countries in the region were part of the inaugural session. The official website and the logo of the centre were also launched today.
We also have managed, with the support of our President, to get tobacco farmers to substitute 650 hectares out of a total of 2,500 hectares of tobacco with alternate crops, cash crops. We are hoping to continue this program, and our President's vision is that by 2022 we would have practically reduced the cultivation of tobacco.
Minister Navin Dissanayake says the relevant gazette to be issued to hold the presidential election has already been prepared. Navin Dissanayake was speaking at a function held in Nuwara. The event was held to open the Electronic National Identity Cards Office at Hava Elia. The Ministry of Home Affairs and Provincial Councils has financed 154 million rupees for the project. The Minister said that a complete range of development projects are being launched in the Nuwara district under the current government. He said that politics should be restrained to elections and development activities need to be carried out without political interventions. The Minister stated that the UNP is ready to field a strong candidate for the upcoming presidential election. The Civil Security Department has commenced a mango cultivation project in Trincomalee. The members of the CSD have initiated a project to plant Tom E. Jersey-type mango saplings in 12 acres. The new plantation is done in the areas of Medagama and Jaipura. The Civil Security Department is already implementing plantation projects with a variety of crops in addition to mango cultivation in several parts of the country. Well, those are all the stories we have for you today. Be sure to check out www.itnnews.lk for the very latest on those stories and more. For Prime TV News, I am Bhan Kumaratunga. You stay classy, Sri Lanka.